Hey guys, what's up? This is Shark Talk and welcome back to my channel. So we're back with another Valkyrie Anatomia video, and this video is about a new update that we got that released Belenus in the game. Well, this was a update for yesterday, so I didn't have time to release this video because I was working some with my freelance job. But we're not of that. Let's just talk about the event and talk about Belenus itself. Belenus is a very nice character. I always loved Belenus in the original game, and no one believed me because he's strange. I heard people saying that he looks like an old boy or just a young old man. I don't know. It's strange, but actually I very like his design because he's very old. I remember from some classic stories or some types of this other stuff. I think his clothes kind of reminds of some past times, and it's you never seen some heroes wearing this type of clothes. It's some clothes for rich families all the time. So I was always fond of this character, and I always loved his purified words. So it's very nice. Extreme Void was one of the best attack animations and best damage on the original Valkyrie profile. So I always wanted to have this guy on my squad, but I won't be able to because you all know this game doesn't like me. This game doesn't like me, you guys. You know that. And I will, even if I try to summon for him, I don't have the gems, and I only have some silver tickets. And well, besides that, Belenus is just like a shotgun. He has three other, in this case, two other artifacts aligned with him, so his artifact is not 2% chance. They will ever give us 2% chances on the banner character. So we may end up getting Eternal Queen. She's a little old right now. And we have also Original Freya. Original Freya is just so old that she was one of the worst artifacts we got in the game. I still consider her to be worse than Rufus, but people still won't ever say that. But for me, she's even worse than Rufus because her orb is the worst orb in the game. That's it. She gains HP after she kills enemies. That's the worst type of orb in the game. Okay, so now let's talk about Belenus. Belenus is very nice. You can see that his physical attack was 3,100. This guy, when it was released on Japan, he was actually the strongest character in the game. They really took him and to seriously designs. It's just so much attack in it. He also has the best passive the game had when he was released. He was even giving more damage than even the strongest Valkyries in the game. He was the strongest character when he was released. And it's also because he has a better passive as the first passive, Philanthropic Nobility. This will increase his attack insanely. And also he has all status increases on certain turns, just like other characters like people. And he will also gain an attack count. This is very similar to the number of attack count that Garm 8 also gets. Or could you say more similar to Garm because he only gets it on himself. It doesn't work for the party, just like Knight Alicia. Knight Alicia is more supportive. He is only for himself. He's getting stronger on certain turns, getting even more attack. He has one of the strongest normal attacks in the game, still to this day on the Japanese version. So we're talking about very strong normal attack. And the last passive deals increased damage and greatly increased damage dealt by holy attacks even more. The third passive is even more damage. So he also has a limited skill that sacrifices 3 attacks to recover all allies from status elements and slightly recover his HP. So he's kind of competing with Knight Alicia, and as I told you guys that these will become even more common. There will be a lot of characters with the same limited skill. It's very interesting to have this on a character that is powerful and is very strong. His Purify Word Soul is the same. Purify Attack Extreme Void doesn't have a special animation fortunately, but the damage is still very high. So this character here is very nice. It's a little easy to equip because we got a lot of holy extreme weapons in the past. We have the Rose Nefel, we have Lich Shampoo or something like that. Very easy to get. We can also get his weapon. His weapon is very interesting, Philanthropia. And well, let's click here on weapon details, divine weapon tree, exactly. And it came with some bad translations that didn't make any sense. It's still released it with the wrong description. It says use colossal physical damage and mitigate in holy damage. This is unfortunately not true. Not exactly unfortunately, because well, if you're dealing holy damage, why would you mitigate holy damage? We only want to mitigate dark damage because you're actually facing some dark content. But here in this case, you are dealing colossal physical damage and reducing the holy resistance of the enemy. It's just like Disparator, but better because it's colossal instead of extreme. But it's the same thing, same thing. So we have the holy standard. It deals increased holy damage as a passive, so it's better than holy enchantment lark, I think. I don't have the values for this. It is evolvable to LA. It is a very nice design weapon. I think one of the best one as well. Remembers that this word that he builds in the original game. I think it's very nice. I really wanted to have this character, but I would have to skip. Maybe in the future I'll get him. And I also like his animations in Valkyrie Anatomia. I still like it. So now let's talk about the two the event, the event banner. There was the character, the weapon itself. And well, the event will have 2 weeks of duration. Well, the worst thing here is just that this character doesn't have too much chance to get. You can see 1.2% chances because 0.8% chances are shared by the other artifacts. That is on stat 3 and beyond. And talking about the weapon as well, Philanthropia has up to 5% chances of dropping when you summon it on his banner. So it's a good combination getting the character and the weapon, because this weapon it works pretty well with Awakened Lynette. You can also use Awakened Lynette together with Snow Lynette because she can wield the Sacred Compass. Using Sacred Compass with Belenus, using this weapon, and Awakened Lynette, even more if you have 2 Awakened Lynettes, the damage would be awesome. It would be colossal. Well, what could you expect from this? So now let's just talk about a little more about the event and some other stuff. We have some other thing that I will talk about on this video. I don't want to make another video about it. And they had some bugs. We summoned for that 6-star only banner that we couldn't summon 11 weapons on the same banner. So we get a guarantee of 11 6-star weapons. And they had that bad information that we're saying that we were getting this Abgrudo weapon as a guarantee. That was on the notice, but then when we summoned, we never got this. So they are saying that people that summon between this time here will be granted 1 Abgrudo. But guys, and people that summon twice, I summoned twice for this. Why are they giving only 1? Well, they should have given 2 for people, but they are not accounting for who summoned once or who summoned twice. Well, it's Wonder Planet, and they are doing wrong decisions all the time recently. I really don't like this. So well, let's just end off with this. Let's just go to the event for love. This event, I still didn't finish some of the recommended mind stage because I was using wrong squads. But I will finish challenge 3 just so we can talk about the last challenge on the same video. But before that, let's just check the exchange booth, and this exchange booth is still the same thing. They don't reduce the things. You can see that we still have to spend 2,000 currency for this Volucios, still the same 700 for Yggdrasil branch. This weapon here is strange because it has archery primer. It's a great sword with archery primer. I don't understand. And the gold scroll and the silver scroll still cost the same thing. Just get the orbits interesting. I think it's very good. Awakening Ember, and the books went back to cost 200. Doesn't make sense. They don't want us to have more time to play other games. They want us to play this game forever because this farming is just insane. Okay, let's get back here. I will talk about challenge the last stage after challenge 3. I will just clear this challenge 3 here. So together with you guys, I don't think there will be any problem with this. I will just change my squad and get back to you. So we just made our squad. Now let's just test it and see if it works. It probably works because, well, that's just way too much power for the squad. I will skip straight to boss. So yeah, we're on the boss now. I forgot to stop auto. I will just unleash my Sacred Compass fast to see the damage coming from. This one is not so sublimated. The first one is, so yeah, very easy to defeat this type of boss. So you shouldn't have any problem. Just bring your friends, bring Belenus, bring Awakened Planet, doesn't matter, this one can still choose a friend. So now, the important thing is always the super boss, special boss, the overpowered boss. Well, this is the boss that we'll be facing now. So let's just see how much recommend mine 170 key like this last one. And he also is weak to swords, but we don't have any sword here. Doesn't matter, I will still have to try to face him without a sword. Well, only thing I forgot to equip is Seal Stones. Let me retire for this. I want to equip some Seal Stones. It will probably make a difference on this type of boss, and well, I really want to deal some damage. I don't want to keep a long fight. But the max damage I can bring, I will bring. Let's click on the party. I always forget how to equip Seal Stones, simply because it's not always something that we use. So this holy damage increased. This one can use anything. Not cap. Then we have this can use this. And the last one can be anything. The remaining one. So now we have max stuff. I don't have any healing. I want to see if this type of strategy can work. Or else we'll have to change one of our characters for healing. I also know that you can't use any type of elements. Thing said on the Discord that you can use, I think, dark in another element. I don't remember which one. So well, let's just use Sacred Compass on the start of this turn, and I will use this Disparator so we can reduce the holy resistance. I just wanted to see how much damage we could inflict, but I am not using the action skill yet. Just for a test. And now he's weakened by the element. So we have to still use Holy here. Okay, I will simply use normal attacks now and still wait for my Purify Guard to reach max, and then I will unleash Sacred Compass alongside all my actual skill damage. Yeah, see, I think that I'm receiving not many damage, but simply because I'm using quite a lot of defensive stuff. My party assist gives a lot of defensive stuff as well. So, well, I think I can still survive one more turn, and the next turn I will unleash everything I have to see if we can defeat this boss with a nuke strategy. A very fast one to be said. But remember, this account is not my original account. This is an account that I was using for someone that invested money on the game, so it's not a normal account. Okay, we have now our idea of damage. We can start with Sacred Compass. We can also unleash our enchant skills, limited skills, even more enchanted skills, or limited skills, enchanted skills, and lastly we can still use more. Now let's just start with the action skill damage. I think the new strategy won't fit here. Yeah, it won't be enough. seems like he's stronger now. So yeah, we didn't defeat, but it was only because I came here trying to nuke this type of boss. But remember, this event is very recent in Japan, so this boss is not should not be taken slightly. So okay, I was just trying to see what it works. We now know that we have to bring a lot of holy damage and also try to bring some healing because I was a little stupid here. So I can bring Leon. Leon should work here instead of some of character, maybe instead of Wilfred. Maybe instead of Wilfred. Maybe I'll do another video later. But thanks guys for watching this. Please subscribe if you haven't and leave a comment or share this to help the channel grow. So we see each other on the next video. Bye.